no AC, it's just the air. I tried turning it on, but it doesn't even blow cold, but this guy's feeling hella hot, so I just turned the air on for him. Like, it's not that cold, so he's kind of getting agitated, and so am I, because it's hella hot right now and we are suffering. Alright, as most of you guys know, this car doesn't have AC, so I have both the windows down, and it's like freaking 90 up in here. And you guys already know how California weather is like, bro, the shit gets up to over 100 degrees, and right now it's not there yet, but you know it's gonna be there pretty soon. So I don't know how some people do it, like when they have their race cars and they drive it at like this hot, but I just can't. Even the windows down, where the previous owner told me that it was the AC needed to get a charge, but I honestly think it's probably something bigger than that. I was going through the engine bay like over the weekend, and I saw like a few things. So yeah, let me just look over in the engine bay, and I'm just gonna show you guys what could be wrong with the car. So I don't know if you guys see, but this over here has a hole on the bottom. I don't know if you guys can see it. Let me see if I can. Yeah, and I don't know if this is connected to the AC. This is like my first time seeing this line, but I think it is. And there's also another hole like around here inside there, below these clips. I actually took them off and I saw it, so I think it might be related to why the AC is not blowing cold air. Let me do some 5-minute research and see what this line does, and I'm probably gonna see if I can buy a new one. Okay, so I think I might have figured it out. I think it's this part. It's the AC suction hose. It's from the compressor side out, but they're not that expensive. They're about like $30 around there. So I was actually right that that could be related to the AC, because there's somehow holes in that line, so that could kind of explain that why the cold air from the AC is not even getting pushed to the cabin. And like I mentioned, I bought the car on a really good price, and I knew that some parts might have been effed up. Again, like the previous owner told me that it only needs a charge. I don't think that was true. First of all, I was gonna waste my money on a charge and then realize that I needed a new line. So yeah, just make sure you guys do your research and look under the hood before you guys actually rely on your previous owner. Hey everybody, welcome back. It's hella early in the morning. I'm in my RSX, obviously, because I love driving this thing at the moment. I just need to get over it. Not over it at the moment, but it's a beautiful day. But one thing about this car is that if I do freaking put like, I think I put $20, and this shit went all the way to half tank, and I was like, bruh. Okay, I just looked back at my receipt. It was actually about $26. Sorry, not $20. $50 to fill up is still like nice. Actually do is attach my GoPro to my head and then drive it. Honestly, I think that'll probably capture the best footage where you can see like everything. So yeah, I don't know if you guys caught my previous video, but I went on every single detail on this RSX, every single mod that's done. So one thing I was going to talk to you guys about was this motor. I did a little bit of research last night, and this motor is not that desirable for the Honda enthusiast, since it doesn't really have real VTEC. It's the K20A3, which not a lot of people really want. The Type S motor is more desirable, and people say that has real VTEC, meaning that it revs higher. You can actually feel the VTEC kick in. This is just fake VTEC, and this motor was more designed for the economy class, for people who want to daily a car, not really race it. So it kind of puts me in a weird spectrum where like I kind of want to swap the motor over, maybe to a K20A2, the Type S motor, or a K24A2. That's a TSX Type S motor. So I don't know, I'm still thinking about it. I think the best one would be the K24 though, from the TSX, because it revs about the same and it makes about the same horsepower, but it has more torque. It's a lot cheaper. The K28-2s on the Type R RSXs are shot up in value. They used to be hella cheap, but I was looking at some secondhand ones and they're about close to $3,000. And that for a Honda motor is actually a lot, because that motor in here, K20A3, it's literally like $900. If you were to look at the K24A2s, the TSX motor that I was talking about, that's close to about $1,500, which is a good ass deal considering it makes the same horsepower and more torque than the Type S motor that came in the RSX. Firstly, I want to mod this engine, do basic bolt-ons, make it as much horsepower as possible, and if it does blow up, oh wow. One good thing about this motor is that these parts are like hella fucking cheap. But like I said, this car really feels so good. Like around corners, it literally feels like it's hella planted, even like downshifting. The previous owner who put the show shifter literally made the car a lot better than it was stock. Because I made my friend drive this car and he said it feels as good as his S2K. Yeah, it also came with the Apple CarPlay thing. Do a little quick pull. VTEC! Nah, it's hella slow. Oh, VTEC! Yo, VTEC! You know those annoying ass freaking Honda owners? They rip their fog cans hella hard. Nothing really matches the vibes you get from driving a manual in this type of environment, especially just like a street where you could just like bang the gears like how you bang mothers. Just have fun. It's all damn. And there's hella curves and stuff. It's a whole different experience than like an automatic car. It'll sound a lot better if it has exhaust too, like you could downshift and like hear the downshifts go, oof, that'll be insane. But dang.